In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of Holy Spirit, one God. Amen. Listen carefully. Archangel Michael is speaking right now. And this is not ordinary. Your photo, yes, your photo was placed in front of 9 powerful people. People whose eyes see far beyond the surface. People whose words carry the weight of destiny. And when each of them looked at your face, they did not hesitate. They did not doubt. They all spoke the same thing. One shocking truth that heaven has been trying to show you. They said, this soul is chosen. This soul carries light that cannot be hidden. This face has been marked by divine favor. And no matter how many storms try to cover it, it will rise again. Do you feel the chills as you hear this? Because Archangel Michael wants you to know these were not empty words. These were confirmations sent from heaven itself. 9 voices in unison. 9 powerful confirmations. All declaring that your name is about to be lifted. Your life is about to shift. And doors that were once locked are being opened for you now. The shocking thing they all saw in you is not weakness. It is greatness. It is not fear. It is strength. It is not rejection. It is divine approval. Stay here. Don't move away, because Archangel Michael is saying, this message is sealed for you only. If you are hearing this, it is because God wanted you to know that the world has already begun to recognize what heaven has written about you. Your photo did not just travel to their eyes, it traveled into their spirit, and it awakened the truth of who you are. And here's the most powerful part. When all 9 agreed, heaven recorded it as done. Your story is no longer in the shadows. Your destiny is already spoken into reality. You are about to step into a season where what was hidden will be celebrated, where your value will no longer be ignored, and where your face will shine with favor that no one can deny. So remain, don't skip, don't scroll, stay until the end, because this message was delivered with urgency for your heart. Archangel Michael says, what they all saw in you will soon be revealed to the world. Stay right here, because Archangel Michael is not finished yet. The moment your photo was shown to those 9 powerful people, something supernatural began to happen in the atmosphere. They didn't just see your face, they saw your story, your future, your calling. And all 9 of them agreed on one truth. You are about to walk into a transformation that no one can stop. Imagine this. 9 voices echoing the same words, like a divine chorus, repeating heaven's decree. This was not by chance. It was a prophetic confirmation, a sign that the season of waiting is over. And Archangel Michael says, do not doubt what you are hearing right now, because even those who try to overlook you will have no choice but to recognize you. Your photo carried a light, a vibration, a power that made them pause. One after another they looked, and they all spoke the same shocking line. This one is chosen. They didn't whisper it. They declared it with certainty, as if heaven itself put the words in their mouth. Can you feel it? This is not random. This is your moment of recognition. So I tell you now, don't move away. Don't skip. Stay until the end of this message. Because Archangel Michael is revealing layer after layer of what is coming your way. They saw greatness in your face, and soon the world will see it too. What was once hidden in silence is about to shine in the open. Archangel Michael says, prepare yourself, because what 9 voices declared about you is already written in the book of heaven. And when heaven writes it, nothing on earth can erase it. Do not move away. Stay right here, because what I am about to tell you next will make your heart race. When those 9 powerful people saw your photo, they didn't just speak about your present, they spoke about your future. Each one of them said the same thing. This person carries a destiny that cannot be denied. Archangel Michael says they all noticed something unusual about your eyes. They said, these are not ordinary eyes. These are eyes that have seen pain and still shine with hope. Eyes that carry wisdom far beyond their years. Can you imagine 9 people, strangers to each other, speaking the exact same line? That is not coincidence, that is confirmation. And here is the shocking part. They agreed that your time of being hidden is finished. They declared that soon your name will be spoken in rooms you've never entered. Your story will travel farther than you ever imagined, and your face will be connected with favor and opportunity. The same face that was once ignored will become unforgettable. Stay here, don't skip, because Archangel Michael wants you to understand this fully. He says the reason they all spoke the same thing is because heaven already wrote it. They were only repeating what is sealed in the scroll of your destiny. Listen carefully. When 9 voices align with one heavenly decree, it is a sign that your breakthrough is closer than you think. They saw greatness, they felt power, and they confirmed blessing. And now Archangel Michael is commanding me to tell you, get ready, because what they all declared will soon manifest in your life. Do not scroll away. Stay right here, because this is the part Archangel Michael insisted you must hear. When those 9 powerful people looked at your photo, something extraordinary happened. Their voices began to merge into one, as if heaven itself was speaking through them. Each one repeated the same shocking line. This soul carries a crown, a destiny that cannot be hidden. Archangel Michael says, in that moment, silence filled the room. It was not ordinary silence. It was the silence of awe, the kind that happens when truth is so powerful it cannot be denied. They saw more than an image. They saw a calling, a path, a divine mark that sets you apart. Stay with me until the end, because this is where the revelation deepens. They didn't just say you are chosen. They said your photo carried an atmosphere. One of them whispered, I feel the presence of angels around this face. Another said, this person will be lifted higher than they imagine. And all 9 nodded in agreement, echoing the same decree. Archangel Michael wants you to know this was not a coincidence. It was a heavenly confirmation. When 9 different voices speak one truth in unity, it is no longer opinion, it is prophecy. And prophecy cannot fail. That means what they saw in your photo is already unfolding in your life, even as you are listening now. Listen carefully. Archangel Michael says, your face has been marked by heaven. Your name has been stamped with favor, and soon people will look at you and see what those 9 saw. Unstoppable light, undeniable destiny, and blessings that overflow. So remain until the end. Don't move away, because this message is not just being spoken, it is being activated for you right now. Stay right here. Don't move, because this moment carries the strongest revelation yet. When those 9 powerful people looked at your photo, they all leaned closer, as if they were trying to see beyond the surface. And then, as if guided by one invisible voice, they all said the same shocking thing. This face will be remembered. This name will not be forgotten. Archangel Michael says they didn't just recognize you, they identified you. They saw your spirit, your calling, your destiny, written so clearly that it left no room for doubt. One of them declared, this person will be lifted into places of honor. Another said, I see nations connected to this face. And the rest repeated it with one accord, sealing the truth. Listen carefully, because this is where it gets deeper. Archangel Michael says that what they saw in your photo was not only about now, it was about tomorrow. They saw doors swinging open that were once shut tight. They saw voices rising to speak your name in rooms you've never stepped into. They saw a future so bright that even those who once underestimated you will be stunned into silence. Do not scroll. Stay until the end, because every word is carrying weight. Archangel Michael wants you to know that the reason all 9 said the same shocking thing is because heaven has already decreed it. Your photo was only the vessel. The prophecy was the reality, and now that reality is unfolding. Archangel Michael says, get ready, because soon your face will be the face of favor. Your name will be the name of blessing, and your story will be the story of breakthrough. Remain here, because the more you listen, the more this revelation activates in your life. What 9 powerful people declared has already been echoed in heaven. And when heaven echoes, nothing on earth can silence it. Don't scroll. Don't blink. Stay right here. Because what Archangel Michael is about to reveal is the turning point of this entire message. When those 9 powerful people looked at your photo, it wasn't just recognition, it was revelation. Their voices joined as one, declaring something so shocking, so divine, that heaven itself recorded their words. They said, this person is about to carry a crown that no one else can touch. Archangel Michael says, at that very moment, a shift happened in the unseen world. The air grew still, their eyes filled with awe, and each one admitted the same truth. This face is marked for destiny. They weren't just observing, they were witnessing prophecy in real time. Stay with me, don't move away, because here's the secret they all agreed upon. They saw your future surrounded by light, by opportunities, by blessings flowing in waves. One of them whispered, this person's story will inspire many. Another boldly declared, I see doors opening across lands for them. And again, all 9 repeated the same line in unity, sealing it as truth. Archangel Michael says, this is not a random happening. This is heaven's design. When 9 powerful voices confirm the same vision, it is no longer prediction. It becomes destiny. And that destiny, beloved, is already awakening around you. Listen closely. They saw a glow in your photo, a divine sign that your spirit is carrying something rare. They agreed that soon the world will see it too, and no one will be able to deny it. Archangel Michael says, prepare yourself, because the world will recognize what heaven has already chosen in you. So stay until the very last word, because every second of this message is pouring life into your spirit. What 9 people saw in you will not remain hidden. It is about to be revealed, celebrated, and magnified before the world. Stay right here. Don't even think of scrolling, because this is the part Archangel Michael has been waiting to reveal. When those 9 powerful people looked at your photo, their voices were not just repeating words, they were echoing heaven's decree. Together they said, this person is set apart. This person carries a destiny that will impact generations. Archangel Michael says, in that sacred moment, the atmosphere around them shifted. Some felt their hands trembling. Others felt an energy they could not explain. And yet all 9 agreed with absolute certainty. This is not an ordinary soul. This is a vessel chosen by God. Listen carefully. One of them declared, I see wealth flowing into their life. Another said, I see healing in their hands. Another whispered, I see their name being spoken with honor in places of power. And as if rehearsed by heaven itself, the others repeated every line, sealing it into reality. Do not move away. Stay until the end. Because Archangel Michael says, the reason you are hearing this is not by chance. It is because heaven wants you to know what has already been released. Your photo was not just an image. It became a prophecy, a window into your destiny. And here is the shocking truth they all agreed on. You will not walk in the shadows anymore. They saw your light breaking through, your voice rising higher, your name carried to places you've never even dreamed of. Archangel Michael says, what they declared is already unfolding. Heaven has confirmed it, and earth will soon witness it. So remain, don't scroll, don't skip, because this is not just a message. It is the activation of what those 9 voices saw in you. Don't scroll, don't move. Because what Archangel Michael is about to reveal in this moment is the deepest layer of the vision. When those 9 powerful people looked at your photo, their voices carried the weight of prophecy. One after another, without hesitation, they declared the same shocking thing. This person is destined to be lifted and the whole world will see it. Archangel Michael says their words were not just descriptions. They were decrees in the unseen realm. Every line they spoke became a key unlocking doors that were once sealed against you. They saw you stepping into rooms where your name is honored, into opportunities where your gifts are celebrated, into seasons where your light will shine brighter than ever before. Stay here. Remain until the end. Because this message is building towards something powerful. They didn't just agree on your destiny, they agreed on the timing. One of them said, the shift is not far away, it has already begun. Another added, the change is visible, it cannot be hidden. And as if heaven itself commanded it, all 9 repeated the same truth, confirming it beyond doubt. Archangel Michael wants you to understand this. When 9 powerful voices align, they are only echoing what heaven already decided. That means your destiny is not in question. It is already sealed. Your photo was the trigger, but the prophecy was the promise. And now that promise is alive, unfolding, unstoppable. Listen closely. Archangel Michael says, what was once delayed will now be delivered. What was once overlooked will now be celebrated. What 9 voices saw in you will soon become undeniable to the world. So don't move away. Stay until the very last word, because this message is not just a story. It is the confirmation that your time has come. Stay right here. Don't even think of leaving, because Archangel Michael is about to unfold the deepest part of this revelation. When those 9 powerful people saw your photo, they didn't just comment on what they saw. They all leaned in with amazement, repeating the same shocking truth. This person carries a mark of greatness that the world cannot deny. Archangel Michael says in that moment, they were not looking at your past. They were looking at your future. They saw you rising from places where others thought you would remain hidden. They saw your name written in places of honor. They saw blessings chasing after you, not in small measures, but in waves that overflow. Listen carefully. One of them said, this person's voice will echo far and wide. Another declared, I see doors opening in unexpected directions. A third whispered, this soul has divine protection surrounding them. And every time all 9 repeated those words together, sealing it with power. Do not scroll. Stay until the end, because Archangel Michael wants you to understand the weight of this moment. Your photo became more than an image. It became a prophecy. What they all confirmed is already alive, already moving, already shifting things in your favor. Archangel Michael says, the same way those 9 could not disagree, the same way the world will not be able to deny what is coming next for you. The shocking thing they all saw in your photo is the same thing heaven has written about you. Unstoppable light, undeniable destiny, and favor that will overflow beyond your imagination. So remain here. Don't miss a second, because this message is not just being spoken. It is activating right now in your life. Don't scroll. Don't blink. Stay right here, because this part carries the climax of everything Archangel Michael has been showing. When those 9 powerful people looked at your photo, their eyes widened as if they had seen a hidden treasure suddenly uncovered. And with one voice, they repeated the same shocking truth. This person has been chosen to rise higher than anyone expected. Archangel Michael says, what made this moment extraordinary was not just their agreement, but the power in their unity. 9 voices, 9 perspectives, yet one declaration. That is how heaven confirms destiny. They weren't giving opinions, they were revealing prophecy. Listen carefully. One of them said, I see this person carrying influence that will touch thousands. Another declared, I see them walking into abundance with grace. A third whispered, I see protection around their life so strong that nothing can break it. And before the words could even fade, all 9 repeated them in perfect harmony. Stay here. Don't move away, because Archangel Michael wants you to feel the full weight of this. Your photo didn't just capture an image, It revealed a calling. They didn't just see your face, they saw your future. They saw your breakthrough, your elevation, your unstoppable rise. And here is the most powerful part. Archangel Michael says the same shocking thing they all saw in you is about to manifest in front of the world. What was once hidden will now shine so brightly that no one will be able to ignore it. So remain until the very last word. This is not just a message. It is a release. The confirmation spoken by 9 voices has already been written in heaven. And now it is being activated over your life. Stay right here. Don't even think of scrolling, because this is the sealing moment of everything Archangel Michael has been revealing. When those 9 powerful people looked at your photo, their hearts trembled, their voices shook. Yet all 9 spoke the same shocking thing in perfect agreement. This soul carries a destiny too bright to be hidden. Archangel Michael says that was not just a statement, it was a declaration written into the atmosphere. Their words became like thunder in the spirit, confirming what heaven already knew about you. They saw your image, but they felt your calling. They saw your face, but they recognized your future. Listen carefully. One of them said, this person will rise from places of silence into a platform of honor. Another declared, I see rivers of blessings flowing around them. A third whispered, everywhere they go, doors will open without resistance. And once again, all 9 repeated those same lines, as if heaven itself had put those words in their mouths. Don't move away. Stay until the end, because Archangel Michael wants you to grasp this truth. Your photo was not a coincidence. It was a sign, a divine sign that your season has shifted. The shocking thing they all saw in you is the very thing heaven has been waiting to reveal. Your unstoppable light, your undeniable favor, your unshakable destiny. And now, Archangel Michael declares, the confirmation of 9 has become the prophecy of heaven. What they saw will not remain hidden, is about to be unveiled before the world. So remain here. Hold on to every word, because this is not just revelation, it is activation. What 9 voices declared is now alive in your life, and the world is about to witness the greatness they all saw in you. Don't move. Don't scroll, because this is the final wave of revelation Archangel Michael has been waiting for you to hear. When those 9 powerful people looked at your photo, the atmosphere shifted so strongly that even they were left in awe. And then, as if guided by one voice from heaven, they all declared the same shocking thing. This person's life will never remain the same. Greatness is already written. Archangel Michael says their agreement was not ordinary. It was divine alignment. 9 different mouths, yet one truth. 9 different hearts, yet one vision. That is how heaven confirms destiny, by placing the same revelation in many voices until it becomes undeniable. Stay with me. Don't move away, because here is the deepest part. They saw a future where your name is celebrated in places you have not even stepped into. They saw honor following you like a shadow. They saw blessings multiplying around you, not by chance, but by design. And every time one spoke, the others repeated, sealing your prophecy again and again. Listen carefully. Archangel Michael says, your photo was not just seen, it was recognized. Recognized as a symbol of light, of favor, of a divine path that no one can erase. They didn't just describe you, they confirmed you. And now heaven has stamped those confirmations into your destiny. Archangel Michael declares, the same shocking thing they all spoke will soon be visible to everyone. What was hidden will now shine. What was delayed will now arrive. What was whispered in secret will now be shouted openly. So stay until the very last word, because this is not just the end of a message. This is the beginning of manifestation. The power of 9 voices has aligned with heaven, and nothing can stop what is already unfolding in your life. Stay here. Don't scroll, because this is the sealing chapter Archangel Michael has been leading you toward. From the very first moment your photo was placed before those 9 powerful people, destiny began to echo. And now, in this final revelation, the truth shines brighter than ever. All 9 declared the same thing. Your life is marked for greatness, and nothing can erase it. Archangel Michael says, the power was not only in what they saw, but in how they said it. 9 voices, different hearts, yet one chorus. It was as if heaven itself borrowed their lips to speak your prophecy. They didn't just describe your future. They confirmed it, sealed it, and released it into motion. Listen carefully. One of them said, this person's story will inspire nations. Another declared, I see doors swinging open with no effort. A third whispered, I see favor following them like a shadow. And once again, as if commanded by the heavens, all 9 repeated those same words, stamping your destiny with divine agreement. Don't move away. Stay until the end, because this is where Archangel Michael speaks directly to you. The reason you are hearing this is because the season of hiding is over. The world will now see what heaven has always known about you. Your photo was more than an image. It became a mirror of prophecy. They saw your future. They spoke your elevation. They confirmed your breakthrough. And now heaven is saying through Archangel Michael, it is done. It is activated. It is unstoppable. So remain here. Let this final word rest in your heart. What 9 voices agreed on has already been written in eternity. And when heaven writes it, no force on earth can ever erase it. Don't scroll, stay with me. Because Archangel Michael says this part is the overflow, the blessing that follows after the revelation. When those 9 powerful people saw your photo and declared the same shocking truth, they didn't realize that their words were unlocking something even bigger. Heaven recorded their agreement, and now it is multiplying in your favor. Archangel Michael says, the moment 9 voices aligned, a chain reaction began. What they saw in you is now being magnified. Their words became seeds, and those seeds are now growing into harvest. They didn't just confirm your destiny, they accelerated it. Listen carefully. One of them said, this person's light will touch homes far beyond their own. Another declared, I see abundance flowing without limit. Another whispered, everywhere they go, peace and favor will follow. And again, all 9 repeated those words, and heaven sealed them as law. Stay right here until the end, because Archangel Michael wants you to know this. Your photo was not just an image. It was a prophecy in disguise. What they all saw in you was heaven's fingerprint. And when heaven leaves a mark, no one can erase it. The shocking thing they spoke has now become your banner. A banner of victory, of blessing, of breakthrough. Archangel Michael says, the same way they could not disagree, the world will not be able to ignore what is coming next for you. So remain until the final word, because this is not only a message, this is the unfolding of a miracle. 9 voices confirmed it. Heaven sealed it. And now your life is about to live it. Don't scroll, don't move, because Archangel Michael says, this is the final seal. The moment where everything spoken becomes alive in your spirit. When those 9 powerful people saw your photo, they did not argue. They did not question. They all agreed on one shocking thing. This person carries a destiny that cannot be stopped. Archangel Michael says their words were not just echoes in the air. They became contracts in the spirit. Heaven signed them. Angels confirmed them. And now earth must align with them. What 9 voices declared has become law in your life. Stay with me until the end, because this part carries the deepest truth. They saw your photo and said, this is a soul marked with light. They said, this is a face the world will soon recognize. They said, this is a destiny that will shake generations. And every word they spoke was repeated by all 9. creating a harmony so powerful that even heaven bowed to record it. Archangel Michael says, the shocking thing they all agreed upon is already unfolding. What was once hidden is rising. What was once delayed is accelerating. What was once silent is being shouted from the rooftops. Listen carefully. Your photo was never just an image. It was a revelation. It carried your calling, your breakthrough, your rise. Those 9 voices didn't give opinions. They released prophecy. And now Archangel Michael declares, it is finished, it is written, it is unstoppable. So stay right here. Let this final word sink deep. The world is about to see what those 9 already saw in you. Undeniable greatness, unshakable destiny, and blessings overflowing without end. Don't scroll. Stay right here, because Archangel Michael says this part carries the golden thread that ties everything together. When those 9 powerful people looked at your photo, they weren't just speaking about you. They were unlocking the atmosphere around your destiny. And with one voice, all of them declared, this person's time has come. Archangel Michael says, what happened in that moment was bigger than anyone in the room could understand. Their voices were not just sounds. They were seals. Each agreement became a stamp in heaven's book of destiny. And now you are standing at the doorway of what they spoke. Listen carefully. One of them said, I see doors opening without resistance. Another declared, I see favor chasing them faster than they can imagine. A third whispered, this person will walk into places of honor with ease. And before the words could fade, all 9 repeated them, turning them into prophecy carved into eternity. Don't move away. Stay until the end, because Archangel Michael wants you to grasp this. Your photo became more than an image. It became the unveiling of your true identity. They didn't just see a face, they saw a flame. They didn't just see features, they saw the future. And now that future is being revealed in front of your eyes. Archangel Michael declares, the shocking thing they all saw is no longer a secret. It is becoming your reality. What was once spoken in a hidden place will soon be seen by the world. Remain right here, because this message is not just being spoken. It is breathing life into your destiny. The power of 9 voices has already crowned you, and now heaven itself is watching your rise. Stay right here. Don't even think of scrolling, because Archangel Michael says, this is the part where heaven ties everything together. When those 9 powerful people looked at your photo, they didn't just recognize you, they crowned you with words. And with one voice they declared, this person's story is shifting forever. Archangel Michael says their voices became more than sound. They became fire in the spirit. Each agreement lit up the atmosphere, sealing your destiny with light that cannot be dimmed. They were not simply speaking, they were activating. And what they activated is already moving in your life. Listen carefully. One of them said, I see joy replacing sorrow. Another declared, I see wealth replacing lack. A third whispered, I see doors opening that no hand can shut. And instantly all 9 repeated those exact words as if heaven itself had written the script in their hearts. Don't scroll. Stay until the end, because Archangel Michael wants you to feel the weight of this moment. Your photo was more than an image. It was a prophecy. It carried your truth, your elevation, your breakthrough. And what they all spoke in agreement has now become irreversible. Archangel Michael declares, the shocking thing they saw will soon become the testimony the world cannot deny. What 9 voices confirmed has already been stamped in eternity. And now it is unfolding in your reality. So remain here. Hold every word, because this is not just a message. It is a mirror of what is rising in you. The voices of 9 have spoken. Heaven has confirmed, and now your destiny is unstoppable. Stay right here. Don't even think of moving, because Archangel Michael says this moment carries the loudest confirmation of all. When those 9 powerful people looked at your photo, they weren't just agreeing with each other. They were agreeing with heaven itself. And in one voice, they declared, this person's destiny has already begun to unfold. Archangel Michael says their words shook the atmosphere like thunder. It was not simply conversation. It was prophecy in motion. 9 voices became one echo of eternity, stamping your name with divine approval. They didn't see you as you are now. They saw you as you are becoming. Listen carefully. One of them said, this person will rise in ways no one expected. Another declared, I see their name traveling across borders. A third whispered, I see blessings multiplying beyond measure. And instantly, all 9 repeated those same words, sealing them like a signature from heaven. Don't scroll, stay until the very end, because Archangel Michael wants you to understand. Your photo was not random. It was divine timing. It revealed what was already written, and their voices only unveiled what heaven had been keeping for you. Archangel Michael declares, the shocking thing they saw in you is no longer hidden. It is alive. It is moving, and the world will soon witness it. So remain here. Hold these words close, because this message is more than revelation. It is activation. 9 voices have spoken. Heaven has confirmed. And your unstoppable rise has already begun. Stay right here. Don't scroll, because Archangel Michael says this moment carries the deepest breath of heaven over your life. When those 9 powerful people looked at your photo, it was more than recognition. It was revelation. And with one voice, they declared, this person's destiny has already been set in motion. Archangel Michael says their words were like arrows of light cutting through every shadow that tried to hide your greatness. The reason all 9 repeated the same shocking thing is because heaven wanted there to be no doubt. What they saw was not a possibility, it was a promise. Listen carefully. One of them said, I see favor resting on their name like a crown. Another declared, I see streams of blessing flowing without end. A third whispered, I see doors of influence opening that no hand can shut. And instantly all 9 voices echoed those truths together, sealing your future with undeniable authority. Don't wait. Stay until the last word, because Archangel Michael wants you to understand this clearly. Your photo became more than an image. It became a prophecy. They didn't just describe who you are, they confirmed who you are becoming. And who you are becoming is greater, brighter, and stronger than anything you've seen before. Archangel Michael declares, the shocking thing they all saw is the very thing the world will soon celebrate. What was confirmed in secret will soon shine in the open. What was sealed by 9 voices is now being manifested by heaven itself. So remain here, because this is not just revelation, it is activation. Your season has shifted. Your story is rising, and the greatness spoken over you is already unfolding before your eyes. Don't scroll. Stay right here, because Archangel Michael says this is the sealing breath of everything that has been spoken over you. When those 9 powerful people looked at your photo, their hearts shook and their voices aligned. And with one accord they declared, this life is not ordinary. This life is destined for greatness. Archangel Michael says the agreement of 9 was not just powerful, it was eternal. Their words were not whispers, they were keys unlocking doors you have not yet seen. Their confirmation became a bridge between your present and your future, and that bridge is already carrying you forward. Listen carefully. One of them said, I see this person's name carried with honor. Another declared, I see blessings multiplying in unexpected places. A third whispered, I see their influence touching lives far beyond their reach. And as if heaven itself commanded, all 9 repeated those same words, sealing your destiny with unshakable certainty. Don't move away. Stay until the end. Because Archangel Michael wants you to know this. Your photo was not an accident. It was a divine setup. They didn't just see you. They saw through you. They saw the calling, the fire, the unshakable light that heaven placed in you from the beginning. And now, Archangel Michael declares, the shocking thing they all saw is the very thing the world will soon celebrate. What was sealed in private will now shine in public. What 9 voices confirmed is already being manifested in your reality. So remain right here, because this message is not just words. It is the prophecy unfolding in your life. The voices of 9 have spoken. Heaven has stamped it, and your unstoppable rise is already here. Stay right here. Don't scroll, because Archangel Michael says this part carries the final thunder of revelation over your life. When those 9 powerful people looked at your photo, the room shifted and their voices joined in one accord, and what they declared was shocking, unstoppable, and undeniable. This person is chosen and their rise has already begun. Archangel Michael says those words were not mere sentences, they were eternal decrees. Each voice carried weight, but together all 9 became a force too strong to be silenced. They saw your photo, but what they truly saw was your destiny unfolding like a book opening to reveal its brightest chapter. Listen carefully. One of them said, I see this person walking into greatness with confidence. Another declared, I see their life filled with abundance that cannot be measured. A third whispered, I see their name remembered for generations to come. And instantly, all 9 repeated those same words, sealing your destiny like fire etched into stone. Don't move away. Stay until the last word, because Archangel Michael wants you to feel this fully. Your photo was never just an image. It was a mirror of heaven's design, a reflection of prophecy waiting to be spoken. Those 9 did not simply confirm you, they crowned you. And now, Archangel Michael declares, the shocking thing they all saw in you is about to be revealed openly. What 9 voices decreed in unity is now breaking into your reality. Your story is no longer waiting, it is rising. So remain here, because this message is not just the end, it is the beginning of your manifestation. 9 voices have spoken. Heaven has stamped it. And now nothing can stop what has already been written about you. Don't scroll, don't blink. Stay right here, because Archangel Michael says, this is the crowning moment of everything that has been revealed. When those 9 powerful people looked at your photo, the air around them grew heavy with destiny. And with one voice, they declared, this person's future is unstoppable. Their light cannot be hidden. Archangel Michael says their words were not temporary. They were eternal. 9 voices speaking one truth became a heavenly seal, locking your destiny into place. They didn't just see your image, they saw your elevation. They didn't just speak words, they released prophecy. Listen carefully. One of them said, I see their steps guided into places of honor. Another declared, I see their blessings multiplying faster than they can count. A third whispered, I see their influence stretching beyond borders. And once again, all 9 repeated those exact lines as if heaven itself had written them on their tongues. Don't move away. Stay until the very last word, because Archangel Michael wants you to know this. Your photo became the mirror of your future. They saw what was already written: greatness, favor, abundance. And now those words have become alive, breathing in your life this very moment. Archangel Michael declares, the shocking thing they all saw in you is no longer hidden. It is rising like the sun. It is shining like fire. And soon the whole world will witness what heaven has always known. So remain here. Hold this in your heart. 9 voices spoke. Heaven confirmed. And now your destiny is unstoppable. This is not the end of the message. It is the beginning of your manifestation. Stay right here. Don't scroll, because Archangel Michael says this is the timeless seal over your destiny. When those 9 powerful people looked at your photo, it wasn't simply recognition, it was revelation. And with one voice, they declared, this person's name is written in light, and their destiny cannot be stopped. Archangel Michael says, that moment was not ordinary. It was eternal. Their voices joined together like a symphony from heaven, each word vibrating with divine power. They didn't just see your face, they saw your future shining like a flame that cannot be put out. Listen closely. One of them said, I see this person walking into rooms where honor surrounds them. Another declared, I see abundance pouring into their life like rivers that never run dry. A third whispered, I see their influence touching generations yet to come. And immediately, all 9 repeated those words, stamping your future with undeniable confirmation. Don't move away. Stay until the very last word, because Archangel Michael wants you to feel the full weight of this truth. Your photo was not a coincidence, it was a prophecy. It carried the fingerprint of heaven. And those 9 voices were only echoing what God had already spoken over you. And now, Archangel Michael declares, the shocking thing they all saw is becoming your living reality. What was sealed by 9 voices will be revealed before many eyes. Your season of waiting is over. Your season of shining has begun. So remain here. Hold this word deep in your spirit, because this message is not just sound, it is activation. 9 voices have agreed. Heaven has stamped it, and your rise is unstoppable from this moment forward. Don't scroll. Don't blink. Stay right here, because Archangel Michael says, this moment carries the final roar of confirmation. When those 9 powerful people looked at your photo, they didn't just see an image. They saw a prophecy written in your very being. And in one accord, they declared, this person's destiny has already been unlocked. Archangel Michael says that unity of voices was not chance, it was design. 9 different hearts, 9 different eyes. Yet one message flowing like fire from heaven. They saw your photo, but what they truly witnessed was your rise. Unstoppable, undeniable, unshakable. Listen closely. One of them said, I see their steps guided into unimaginable favor. Another declared, I see blessings chasing them faster than they can imagine. A third whispered, I see their light shining so bright it cannot be hidden. And all 9 repeated those words as if eternity itself placed them on their lips. Stay here until the end, because Archangel Michael wants you to know this clearly. Your photo became the doorway for heaven's truth to be spoken. It was never about their opinion. It was about heaven's decree. They didn't just describe you, they confirmed you. They didn't just admire you, they announced you. And now, Archangel Michael declares, the shocking thing all 9 saw in you will soon be revealed to the world. What was sealed in agreement is now breaking forth in manifestation. Your rise is not coming. It has already begun. So remain here, because this is not just a message. It is activation over your life. 9 voices spoke. Heaven stamped it, and your destiny is now unstoppable.